Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography, where three old guys sit around and talk about music. Today's episode, if you're a fan of the show, you know the art video is where the cool kids are at. Today we are talking Quicksand. They only have 4 records, but it's probably some of the best artwork we've done on the show. Not gonna lie, I like them all. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, tell your mama, tell your papa. We got some great discographies coming up, like Incubus, Bikini Kill, and Mr. Bungle.
Yay.
With me today, he dines alone, Tim.
Always.
And I got to get my back up real quick because somebody stole it. That one's kind of mean. He lives in a compacted reality. Oh, quit.
Yeah, I don't even have words, man.
My other backup was he's a simpleton.
Well, he's a can opener. That's Jason.
He's opening them cans.
Well, at least I'm not a simpleton, I guess. All right.
He's a cosmonaut.
I'm a stapler.
So, when you were a kid, did you think Quicksand was going to be a bigger threat in your life? You know?
Oh, like the actual thing?
Yeah, like, we watched a lot of
all the cartoons.
Like even the live action stuff, people got stuck in Quicksand, you know?
Yeah, a lot of Indiana Jonesy kind of bits with Quicksand. Yeah.
All right, who's going first here?
I'm thankful I've never come across it, I guess, because I would have.
We know what to do, though.
I got out of it,
Yeah,
I would have
don't flip into it.
Joe, inspirational messages,
These millennials, they'd probably just sink right in because they didn't grow up with the same threats that we did.
I'm a millennial, bruh. First year. What's up? I'll steal extras, bruh.
You need to make a TikTok video on how to survive Quicksand.
That's Gen Z, not millennials, man. Millennials were MySpace and Facebook and shit, man. We're old now too,
That's right.
That's TikTok. That's the kids' game. Let them have their fun with their
I heard
bad.
Billy Joe didn't like TikTok.
Yeah, I don't like it. I just know that
All
if I said
on TikTok,
I'd be very upset. I will go first. I will be the sacrificial lamb, and I will pick interiors for my number 4.
Really?
Well, I love to look at it. I think it's great, but it's not eye-catching, Like, if you walk by it, you might think you're at a dentist office or something until you really looked at it, It's very subdued, much like
that is not what I was going to go with. Damn.
Well, that's why we all have varying differing opinions, because we're all different people and I like it. I mean, honestly, all of these are number 1 to me. I'm picking just on like splitting hairs here, putting that at number 4, just like I'm gonna be splitting hairs at number 3, number 2, and number 1. They're all excellent. It just belongs in a National Geographic kind of book you would find in a library for children with, like, the really, I don't know, man. It looks like pinwheels, like children psychedelic, psychedelic. Y'all remember Pinwheels? It was like it came on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, pinwheels spinning around. That's some old school Nickelodeon.
Yeah, well, I'm old. All right, yeah, man, it's beautiful.
I like Pinwheels.
I also love the fact that they put the logo and the album title in very small font, and so you would pay more attention to the artwork. I appreciate that sometimes. Yeah, man, I don't know. It just doesn't hit me the same way the other ones do, I guess.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with Slip. I guess I'll be the sacrificial.
I don't know, man. That's so classy.
It's classic. It's iconic for a Quicksand band, in their ethos. But it's good artwork. But the logo, way too big.
Yeah.
That's really the only negative thing I can say about it. Like,
it's got that cool early 90s color edgy aesthetic to a little bit.
That's a cool record cover. Like, not gonna lie. Splitting hairs here.
Yeah. For sure.
All right, Tim, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, they're all pretty good. But I'm gonna go with interiors for my number 4 as well. Um, I liked it better when it was called Uma Guma.
Oh, let me Google that so I know what you're talking about.
I
Oh,
have
it's
no, I
a
had no
Pink
idea what
Floyd
you said.
album. It kind of reminds me of that cover.
It reminds me of like Anya.
Sure, yeah, little
Oh, I
John
see it.
Jackson.
I see the Uma Guma now. Yeah,
Yeah, it totally just reminds me of Uma Guma,
I like that.
which is not a bad thing.
That's
I
a
love
good.
that
That's a good
cover, but
artwork, actually.
All right. I guess it's
You're
my
up,
turn to go
Jason.
first. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
don't do it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm going distant populations.
Don't you fucking do it.
So again, this is a great album cover. I don't know what the fuck is going on. There's like it's very Adventure Time y feeling to me. It looks like the Ice King is about to fight some wheel with an eyeball and teeth.
Yes, from the movie Big when he's playing that game. That's what I think of when I see this. I think I'm going freeze wizard or whatever.
But is this
Oh
better
yeah.
than the Doors Full Circle?
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
I think interiors has more in common with the full circle artwork actually because it's more photorealistic, whereas this one's just like zoned out. Like this could be like a stoner metal band album cover to me. You know, this could be all kinds of.
Well, but where's the leopard laying in the desert
Yeah, you
or
gotta have the
whatever? What
tiger
was
under.
the
You gotta have
Through
Sphinx?
the windows on the interiors.
Yeah.
if they had like a Photoshop tiger down here.
And where's the window in the sky?
Bruh.
And
The
the
the wheel
trapeze
in the
artist.
sky is still turning at least, you know?
Yeah, sure.
My problem with this album cover is it reminds me of like a fish or a dead record. Like
It's
it's
psychedelic
very
for sure. Yeah.
yeah, it looks very psychedelic. Which isn't to say it's a bad thing, but that's why I put it number 3.
That's fair.
It's still fucking. It's an interesting record cover. I'll give them that. It's interesting. There's no underwater tiger though, so.
No underwater
But I
tiger.
mean, what other record has a tiger underwater besides Full Circle?
Well, Michael
What
Jackson
other?
has a leopard or a panther.
Yeah, I don't think it's
That's in
underwater.
the gatefold though, not on the cover.
Wow, that's fair. That's fair.
All right, Tim, what you got for number 3?
My number 3 is gonna be Slip. Just because something's got to be number 3, really. But I
Yeah.
do like it. I like the weird yellow to green fade going on. Um, yeah, it's just kind of a cool cover. I like it.
Yeah, that font is so 90s though.
The whole thing's pretty 90s.
Mm. Like if you put helmet instead of quicksand right there,
Yeah.
it would be perfectly fine.
Yep.
That's still it. They're all so good. All right, call quit.
Yeah, slip. It's got to be. I mean, it's nice to think these nice diving girls are slipping on and falling into an abyss, but they're obviously diving off of something. It's from some sort of instructional booklet or historical booklet. I don't know, but it's super cool. Or maybe they're trapeze artists even, you know? Who knows? It's still pretty damn cool looking, but there's the other two just have more going on to make my eyes happier. This one's very simple and to the point. You look at it for a couple minutes, you don't really have to look at it more. You know, it's there.
Yep,
It's always there.
that's fair. All right. Tim, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is going to be Distant Populations. It's good. I like it, but I also feel like if I ran across this in a record store,
You wouldn't
I'd
listen.
go, I'd say, "What's this Quicksilver Messenger Service album doing in the wrong spot?"
Widespread Panic.
Yeah. It's cool though. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's your second favorite, so it's not bad.
Yeah. And it totally doesn't look like a child drew it at all.
Yeah, it doesn't. Very well-regarded artist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's lovely. I like it. I like that the dude's got striped pants and he's holding an orb.
Yeah,
And
dude, I mean, it's my number 2 as well.
I
So
was about to say, I know where I'm placing mine.
yeah,
We might have a chance to go with a fucking full way
we
number
might.
9.
I think we will. I
Oh,
think we might have a full agreement.
you just
for
answered
number
it.
1.
You answered it in my head. I know where we're going now.
Yeah, I mean, dude, to me, I like pastels. I think it's very pleasing to my eye to see all these colors and stuff. And I like that it's like a desert tundra, and you've got a weird beholder guy on the wheel of time or whatever, and then you got an evil warlock wizard with reptilian features, and it's just very D&D, but also on drugs. And I mean, to be fair, the best D&D is on drugs, so it all tracks for me.
no, to be fair, it's at Denny's at 3 a.m.
No, that's the live action crew. That's not the
Oh, I'm sorry.
tabletop crews in a garage on drugs. The live action crew is at Denny's at 3 a.m. smoking cloves.
You see, Blink-182 redid the Denny's show.
Yeah,
I did see
I
that.
thought
Yeah.
that was very, very cute and sweet of them. That was
They were like,
nice.
it was a surprise show, and you look in the crowd, and you're like, no, those are Blink-182 fans.
Yeah.
Like,
It was a surprise of the people that showed up to Denny's that night for a meal, I'm sure. I don't know.
But I mean, they were already in for a surprise as soon as they pulled into the parking lot. So
Yeah.
I'm
true.
with you though. If I saw this record in a record store, I would be like, "This is some fucking hippy dippy widespread panic bullshit."
See, man,
I
I
wouldn't.
see
I wouldn't have
this.
picked it up.
I see this, and I think of a lot of the more recent metal and hardcore records that are throwing back to the 70s and 80s artwork, but in a modern way. Like, I would see this and go, yes, it could be a crappy jam band, or it could be the coolest stoner metal band I've ever heard. You know, it could go either way at that point. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm reaching here. I know. I'm aware.
No, you're not. You're not that far. I don't like pastels either. I like vibrant, because of course.
I like softs. I like soft colors.
My number 2 is Manic. No. Interiors. It's got that. You guys remember those old Irish Spring commercials, like in the mountains, and it's got that vibe going for it. I like the logo being very small into the corner. Like, this is their comeback record, and they're just like, "Hey, we're Quicksand. You know what you're fucking buying. You know who we are." In the corner, I like the dual photo thing they got going on here. This is just pleasing to the eye. I like it.
all
Dig it.
right. No, all right.
I do. I like it better than this pastel Adventure Time thing going on here. And I like it better than this. I think there's more going on in this.
What was the name of that shit?
You don't remember Adventure Time?
No. I'm trying to remember. The guy. There was a show on Netflix that the guy from Adventure Time did the artwork for, but I can't remember the show. But it was really good. But yeah, no, that's a very apt comparison, I'd say. Yeah, the dude, that guy who does that art, yeah,
Yeah,
it looks very much like that.
still great. All
Yeah.
all 4 of these are fucking great.
Yeah, man.
So
Well,
I
let's
guess that we can all just talk about our number one. We all ended up on the same.
I want to give mad props to Melinda Beck. That is the name of the artist who did this artwork. Um, she's got a website. You can go Google her. She does a lot of illustration and design. She's got books out of her own artwork and stuff. Just super cool artist, man. Really rad lady from New York, I believe.
Unlike Distant, whereas like I wouldn't pick this up on a whim. This album cover, I would pick up on a whim. I'd be like, "What is this?
Yeah, I
This
mean
is
that's why I
fucking
bought
interesting."
it. I was like, dude, that artwork's so cool. This band must be awesome.
I like the heart on the hand.
Anatomical heart, yeah.
That's interesting.
It's like they're robbing this guy of his heart. They're taking his hopes and dreams and the soul.
And one guy's holding a key.
Yeah,
Mhm. He unlocked.
always.
There's a key slot on the man's belly where the heart was too, so you can tell that he unlocked him, and the other guy took out the heart.
That's cool as shit.
She also did artwork that was for an EP that was never released. It actually was a part of the Lost album, but it's as a kid walking his dog, and it's just so demented looking and awesome. She's just a really rad, got really good hand at textile design and artwork
Did
and
she ever do
illustration.
anything with Dinosaur Jr.?
I mean, it's possible, dude. I can
Because this
Google.
has like a Dinosaur Jr. vibe as well. They had that weird, mismatched shaped people. Like, look at the feet. I mean, the hands are small, large. It's very like Tim Burton but cooler type feel.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that.
I'm googling her artwork, but yeah, no, she's got a lot of artwork up here, but nothing that looks like album covers.
Hmm. But yeah, that's a badass album cover. I mean, all four of these are great, but like this one to me is the best of the best.
I would agree with that.
I agree very much so too. Like you could see this if you took the logo and the title off, you could find that in some sort of museum, an art museum, just hanging up there
Yeah.
amongst other artwork, and it would be perfectly fine.
The colors work. Like you got this brownish background. There's a number here, 1, 2, something 7.
Oh yeah, 1, 2, 4.
4, maybe.
1, 2, 4, and then there's like this says paper. But there's so much going on here. Like I
Yeah,
would love to get this on vinyl.
I think she does. I think a lot of that art is using uh, other mediums, like cut out pieces of paper and stuff, and that's
Yeah,
probably what we're seeing there is like just artifacts.
yeah,
Because there's
Nice.
some
Okay.
stuff in the background above the logo. There's a couple of little red kind of lines and images up there at the very top, and I
yeah,
don't think that's from either, man.
yeah. That's cool as shit. That's a great album cover.
Yeah, you could literally look at it just for hours, man. Just find cool shit.
And that's what the rest of this video is going to be. Us just staring at it for hours.
That's why people come to the art videos. It's so fucking cool. Everyone stare at it.
Well, you guys do that. I'm gonna leave Genma here to stare at it.
Now, if you bring Gemba into it, he's gonna have to make the album the thumbnail.
That's fine with me, because I'm a goddamn panda
You
bear.
know, we haven't gotten any Patreon, or Gimba hasn't gotten any Patreon support. You guys don't want him to get a good home. You know, the poll, it's
Bunch of
still
panda
open.
haters out there.
They are, man.
The lines are still open. You know, you can donate.
Pandas are cool because they
Request a song, win some concert tickets. You never know.
Yeah.
we need the 12th caller.
The 12th caller, always.
Yeah.
All right. So, any final thoughts on Quicksand as a whole, as a band, as the week? Now that we're done.
I love them. I hope you guys listen to them a little bit more and give them a little bit more of a chance, because there is a lot there that you don't notice the first time. And also repetition always makes the heart grow fonder anyway. Like, fuck, I'm almost like in that new Green Day song, having to listen to it over and over again.
By the time the album comes
I
out,
don't
you're
know
like,
if I go
American
that
Dream,
far.
top song.
Yeah, I mean, I'm being a little facetious with that, but yeah, man.
Yeah,
They're
no, it's
awesome.
there was nothing here that jumped out at me as like, oh my god, mind blowing, but there was nothing that jumped out at me as, oh my god, this is just absolute garbage either.
Yeah. There's
And
nothing awful. That's for
yeah,
sure.
so yeah, it'll definitely be making its rotations in my musical listening choices.
Were they more memorable than at least the Creep Show?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm biased, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for me, Slip and Manic, I could go back to easily. Like, I could spend more time with Manic. Distant Populations, I could spend more time with. Interiors, I'd have to listen to that one a couple.
Yeah, I mean, really, I could see all of these having a lot to offer.
Slip, you just throw into the background, like you've just
Yeah.
got good music playing. Like,
Right.
Yeah, it's good for a party or something for sure. Because you kind of just put it on and it just kind of plays, and it either hear it or you don't, but it's not going to offend you if you do, you know? I will say that if anybody out there hasn't heard this band and they check them out and you enjoy the more rock side of the band, definitely check out Rival Schools. United by Fate came out in 2001. Just one of the greatest rock albums ever made, and it's a shame that it really isn't as popular as uh, other rock records, I guess. I don't know what I was trying to go with there, but yeah, check him out. Walter's a unique voice in music. He's always been there, from Gorilla Biscuits to Youth of Today to Quicksand to Rival Schools. Like, he's got a rich history in the rock world, and he deserves more credit from the mainstream. So tell your friends.
yeah, I don't know how many. I haven't done any research on YouTube to see how many people have talked about Quicksand, but
Not many.
here at ODD, we do.
Yeah,
That's right.
we're breaking that fourth wall.
We only cover
Jesus.
bands that we really like, or at least one person has to really like. All
But
right.
one day we'll come up with something that no one's heard of before.
Yeah. Well, we did cover Kid Rock.
Did we though? I mean, it covered it.
We summed it up nicely in about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
All right. So this has been our Is It Art for Quicksand. Leave us your picks down below. What do you think is the best album cover here? All four of them are fucking fantastic. You really can't go wrong with any of them. Be sure to like, subscribe, do all the hoopla you do on YouTube. Support us, help us out, give Gimba a good home.
Focus.
Stay tuned next week. We'll be doing something. I don't know who the fuck anymore. Be safe, make good decisions.
And don't know what you're listening to next.
I'm a big kid now.